here's what we're doing here. We're gonna wash my hair and we're gonna like do some stuff to it to make it like all curly and cute and stuff.
We're gonna do your curly girl wash day, right?
Right.
Alright, let's show them what we're working with. This is 4 days of playing outside and swimming and jumping on the trampoline and doing absolutely nothing to her hair. So now that her hair is soaking, sopping wet, we are going to wash it. She's a little girl, so we get dirt and grime. I'm gonna get in the shower here so I can really scrub her head. But anyway, she's being a giggle bop. Normally, she is screaming at me when we do this. But she's been in the pond and we've been making potions and jumping in the trampoline and playing with Orbeez and throwing the fake snow and all the jazz. So we're really gonna scrub her head because she hasn't had a bath. Or, well, she's had a bath, but she hasn't gotten her hair washed in like 4 days. And we are a normal kid around here. So, we scrub it really, really good. Make sure we get all the yucks off of her head. And then we will rinse it and we will be back. We put the conditioner in and we brush it through her hair and get all the knots out and all the yucky parts out. Turn around. And then we're gonna let her conditioner sit. We brush with a wide tooth comb. It's just a wide tooth like shower comb. It's got a handy little hook so I don't lose it. And we brush all of these knots out of this girlie's hair. After we put conditioner on her hair, we use something called a Denman brush to brush her conditioner through. Actually, I'm just gonna wrap it up in a bun for now. Normally what we do is we wrap this up after we've completely saturated her hair in conditioner. We wrap it up in a bun and then I wash her body and get her out for a second and put her brother in and bathe her brother, and then I continue with the rest of her hair. So anyway, she's just going to sit here and chill for a little bit, maybe talk to you guys. Why don't you tell them about something? While it sits. We usually let it try to sit for 5 minutes.
My birthday's almost here. It's coming in May 28th. Which is really close. Because it's only April.
It's in March. It's not even April yet.
You told me it was April.
April is next month.
Oh.
This is still March.
I'm silly and I'm woggled in my head.
Your waggles. Did you tell them about your pageant?
I won first runner-up of my pageant.
And you're going to have another one?
Yes, Jackson County.
Yeah, we're going to do the future Little Miss Jackson County pageant. Bella's excited. Tell them what your answer was for your other pageant. Remember? What do you want to be when you grow up?
Makeup salon. Because it's fun to be a makeup salon. And you can make people pretty or cute. Either one, still look cute. And pretty and everything.
You're cute. So we're going to let her sit for just a little bit longer and then we will catch you back in just a minute. Alright, we're back. Ellie's hair is done, I think. Done sitting for now. We'll take it down and rinse it out. Now what we're going to do is wrap her in her regular towel. And then I usually wrap her up in this and like let her sit in a towel for just a minute, but because we're recording, I won't do that. Her hair is still soaking, sopping wet from the shower. And you can kind of see, oops, you can kind of see, they say if it's frizzy while it's wet, it's going to be frizzy while it's dry. And you can kind of see where it's kind of frizzy while it's wet. So we have, now this, okay, our curly girl stuff, like all that stuff that we just used is new to us still. Like that's our first bottle of that product. So it's not our tried and true stuff. It's just what we're learning to use. But this right here has been tried and true. We've been using it since Ella was 1. Since her hair was long enough to use anything. It's called a hair mask, but we use it as a leave-in conditioner. Girl! You screwed on me. But anyway, we use it as a leave-in conditioner. So it's pretty much the texture of a conditioner. It's called 1 Minute Hair Mask, Garnier Fructis Smoothing Treatment. Now make sure you get the avocado one in my opinion because it's the best. It smells amazing. Anyway, we're going to use just a little bit of this avocado leave-in mask. When she was all the way up until just recently, anytime like in the morning, I would wet her hair and put this stuff in her hair and then just let her hair air dry on the way to school, and that's how I would fix it. That's all I would do. I would pull up the back or the front right here so she could have a bow, but that's my go-to. I would wet her hair with a spray bottle, this little pink, you know, cheapy spray bottle from Walmart. I would wet her hair like all the way wet, like this wet, and then I would put a good handful, about this much, of that leave-in conditioner stuff in her hair, and then I would put it in, and it detangles her hair first of all, and it also keeps her hair from turning into a lion's mane when it dries. So we just run this through her hair and brush it, and then we would just let her go to school. That was it. That was all we would do. But now we have a whole array of things we do to try to make her curls start at her root and go all the way down, define. I'm going to brush her hair and resituate her. She's got an earring problem, and we'll be back. So we have just parted her hair where we normally do over to this side, and I just ran a wet brush through it to make sure we got all the little knots out. And now what I do is I use this super cream, and then we have the Diva Curl Wave Maker. It won't focus on it. Come on. Hello. There it is. We've got the Diva Curl Wave Maker. This product right here makes a big difference because first couple of weeks we didn't have this product because I couldn't find it in the stores near us. I had to order it online, and it makes a big difference. So anyway, we use just a little bit. I'll show you how much we put of this stuff in her hair. I use about that much. This is the super cream, and this is what I do. I put this much on my hand, and then I spray my hand with water because I have figured out that these products really like water. They really like water, so we use a lot of water for all the products. Make sure that my hands are nice and wet when I put them in. Because if you put too much, her hair is fine. Even though it's curly, it is fine and it is silky. If you use too much, then it weighs it down, and then it does the opposite of curling. So anyway, and then we take just about that much of the Wave Maker.
That's the same much of the other one.
Yep. We take about that much of the Wave Maker, and we do the same thing. Now my hands are slippery. Spray it with water. You can't see me, but I'm spraying it with water. So now I have water and the Wave Maker in my hands. And I'm gonna run that through her hair and make sure I get some product up here because we want to create waves up here too. So I'm gonna get all of her hair all nice and coated in these products, and then I'm going to wash my hands for a second and I'll be right back. After I do that, let me section her hair off. So, now that we've clipped some of her hair out of the way, now we take her dimming brush and we brush through that product that we already have in her hair, the Wave Maker and the Super Cream. And while we do that, we turn the brush mid-hair shaft. That is supposed to, push your foot down, that is supposed to create those curl clumps that we all desire in the curly girl hair. It's working. Alright, sass butt. Be still, baby. Anyway, so we are going to brush her hair and create those curl clumps in her hair.
Cat in the hat.
I kind of let her hair tell me what I'm going to do. The hair that's already clumped together, I try to leave it clumped together. Her little curl clumps that have already formed on their own, I try to let them stay their own little curl clumps. And that's how I kind of section her hair off. That's how I know how much to grab and how much not to grab. It's just kind of by what's already clumped together and what just feels right, honestly. I'm not a hairstylist, so I might be telling you the exact opposite thing to do. But this works great for her hair, and I get a lot of questions on what we do to her hair and how it looks like this, and oh my goodness, it's so gorgeous. So I just figured we would make a video on how we make it do its thing. We pretty much just let it do its thing. And the biggest thing is we try to make it as healthy as possible so it looks as healthy and natural as possible with all of her beautiful curls. And we just let her beautiful curls kind of do their beautiful curl thing. So we just do things to help it along and do things like not straightening it. I've never straightened her hair. I'm scared to death to straighten her hair, and I will die the day that she wants to straighten it. I know it's coming, but not while I'm doing her hair. I will not straighten her hair. So we've got another at least 10 years of her curly, beautiful hair before she wants to change it. So we are going to finish combing this, and I'll probably just stop talking and play some music.
Yay!
That's her favorite part. That's why she puts up with all of this, because this is a long process for a 5-year-old to sit through, honestly. But she puts up with it because she knows that for the next 4 days, when she wakes up in the morning, I literally just have to, I might have to pull up a piece or two that got frizzy that fell out of her little shower cap thing that she wears to sleep up at the top. But I do not do anything to her hair again. Like this part of her hair, she hates in the morning when I used to wet her hair and put that leave-in conditioner thing that I told you I did every morning before she went to school.
I like the leave-in conditioner.
I know, but you hate for me to wet your hair every morning.
Yeah.
So she likes that I don't wet her hair every morning. So that's why she puts up with...
Because it gets in my eyes.
Yep, she puts up with me doing this part because every morning before school now, I don't have to wet her hair and refix it. I might pull up some pieces that got a little frizzy or re-wet like a strand at a time and finger coil it to get it to do its job again. But Ella, stop, honey. But I don't have to re-wet her hair and like refix it every morning when I do this. So yes, this is a long process, but we do this every like 4 days. We don't do this every day. It is a like every 4 day kind of thing. Ella, baby, you're letting your hair mix together, and I'm gonna have to rebrush it all if you don't be still. When we get to the top strands, I like to brush straight up instead of to the side like I've been doing, because we want to promote volume around here. Because her hair is beautiful, but one thing that we are slacking is some volume. Now we have brushed every piece and created all of our little curly clumps. The most important part is that when it's at this stage, don't touch it too much. I know I'm touching it, but it's to show you her curl clumps. Normally I won't touch it. If you touch it like this. Don't run your fingers through it, just scrunch it up. So, I do scrunch her hair up just a little bit when it's at this point, just to encourage the curls to do their thing. But now that it's at this point, I get the Ultra Defining Gel. Maybe it might focus on it. There it goes. The Ultra Defining Gel. And I put a good bit of this in my hand. And this is just what I'm using for now. I'll probably use some more in just a second. And like I said before, all of the Diva Girl products really like water when you use them. I feel like they work so much better when your hands are like soaking wet. So I spray like a lot of water with my gel because it tends to work better. Baby, please stop. So now I have my hands, there's gel and water on my hands, and I run it through and scrunch it up in her hair. Make sure to get some at the top too. I try not to run my fingers through her hair because we don't want to break up the curl clumps. We want to keep them. Look up, baby. But we get her to look up. And then now I put a little bit more on my hands. And some more water. My hands are slippery now. Alright, and now lean to that side. Okay, and now she'll lean to this side, and I'll get all the way up to her roots with this gel and scrunch it up good. Encourage them curls up at the roots, because that's what we want to do. We want to get curls all the way up to our little Rudy Tooties. Alright, now lean this side. Now we're going to scrunch this side. You kind of can't see, but I can't fix the camera because I've got gel all over my hands. But we're scrunching all the way up to the roots on this side too. And we scrunch and squeeze.
On this side.
And now you turn your hair upside down, but don't sling it. Remember, gently. Alright, now she's got it upside down. And you can't see, but I'm scrunching down here too. All the way up to her roots. Because the whole point of this is to encourage curls up at the roots. We want them to start at the roots.
And then go down.
Alright, turn right side up. Whoop. And the important part, when you're doing all of this, to get volume, they say to flip your head from side to side and forward to backward and keep your head moving. And so that way it doesn't fall in just this one awkward spot. Because if you did everything upside down, your hair would dry upside down, and that would be how it would want to go when it's dry. And sometimes you get some crazy little curls going that way. she always gets this one spot right here that doesn't like to curl like the rest of her hair. So we work really hard on that. Now we are going to diffuse her hair, and I am not going to record that process because it is a process. But this is how she hates it. This is how her hair looks when it is wet. Oh, you kind of can't.
And it's black.
We're in a very small bathroom, and I am trying really hard, but
It's black.
turn around.
It is
That is her hair
black.
when it's wet. And as you can see, it already has super defined curls. Don't shake your head too much, girly. And they're already starting
At the
roots, way up here. All them curls right there. So, we will pick you back up after we are done blow drying. This one is just from Walmart. It's a Conair Infinity Pro. There's nothing special about it. It was just from Walmart. I did a lot of research. You can get the Dyson. It dries faster, but I'm not paying $400 for a blow dryer for a 5-year-old. So we are using the Conair Infinity Pro. Nothing special about it. Just bought it at our local Walmart. The important part is that it has a diffuser and it has lots of holes in the diffuser. So we will catch you back after we're done blow drying. You turn the blow dryer off. Lean all the way to this side, babe. So you turn the blow dryer all the way off. You gather the hair in the blow dryer. Get it up to her head, because that's what's going to create that volume. Ellie doesn't work with me on this part because she doesn't like it. You get it all the way up to your head. I like to get it all the way up there. And then you turn it on. Make sure that you do it with her hair to this side, with her hair to that side, with her hair back, and with her hair upside down. So that way it dries all over. So that way, whatever way you want to fix it when you're done, you can fix it. She does not like it, so she does not cooperate very well. So we will see y'all later. We still have the cast on our hair from the gel. I'll show you what we do to get rid of that in just a second. But this, lean over to this side, is all of her curls. This is just from the diffusing and everything that I've showed you so far. We've got nice defined curls. So what you do to get out the crunch, it's pretty self-explanatory. You scrunch out the crunch. So you just scrunch her hair. You make sure that it's completely dry because we don't want to mess up anything. But you just scrunch it out.
You don't have to lean your head over, right?
Still defined and still pretty, and the gel is still doing its job, but it's not crunchy. So, she'll go to bed on her silk pillowcase with her silk shower cap looking thing. She calls it her pink chef hat. But she will wear that.
Not even fit.
It's for an adult, but it works.
It goes over my whole face.
So she'll go to sleep with that little silk hat thing on, and she'll sleep on her silk pillowcase, and we'll show you what it looks like in the morning and how we don't usually have to do anything for it.
When we wake up, we just have to like get our clothes on and get our shoes on. If we wear a tie, once we tie them, and then we like fly out the door. We don't even have to fix my hair.
She is not lying. And we like it, don't we? Because in the morning time, we like our sleep, don't we?
Yes.
So, there's her beautiful curly hair. This side always turns out better than all the rest, in my opinion. Because I don't know why. It's just more curly.
And that's just like saving time. Because like, if you fix your hair in the night, and then you don't have to fix it in the morning you can get like a sleep in. To like get more energy than you even like wanted. And you can like sleep until like there's a big sound and you're scared until you want to go to your mama and dada and sleep.
So anyway, she's got her curly hair. It's curly on this side. Look at all those curls. We've got, that's what we do to get it. I've had, we're not officially vlogging yet. This is probably one of the first videos that will go up. But locally, I've had a lot of people ask about her hair and how we get it to stay so pretty and curly and all of her curls all defined and all of that jazz. And that is what we do. We just do it every 4 days. We do that, and on the 4th day it gets a little crazy. That's the day that she goes to school in a braid or a bun or a ponytail or something usually.
So we don't like see the frizz.
So we don't see the frizz. Tomorrow morning, if we were going somewhere, I would put this stuff in her hair. It doesn't add moisture, it just seals in what moisture we have already put in there with all that leave-in conditioner and stuff. And it just calms down all the frizzies. That is what we do for our curly girl's head. Catch y'all next time. Hey Ella, what do you say? Come back. What do you say?
Bye, unicorns.
She got off of her silk pillow and wallowed her little pink chef hat thing off of her head. But this is what we got. That's her new bed head. Ain't too bad. Too bad, not too bad. Now, if we were going somewhere, which we're not, I would take that argan oil that I showed you yesterday and just tone down all these little frizzies right here.
Flyaways.
Yeah, all the little frizzy flyaways, all her little baby hairs sticking up. I would tone all that down and probably just clip a bow right here, and that's how she would rock her hair. And when I toned that down, it would straighten out some of these little curls that got all wonky a little bit. But that would be her hair. But because we're not going anywhere, we don't want to seal in the moisture because it also seals out any extra moisture that we might put in it. So we're gonna leave it alone and let it go, huh?
Bye, unicorns.